Yo, it's good. It's Taelin Webb, aka Tay Trill. You are now tapped into the season 1. Let's go. Let's run it.
Welcome to the jungle where the hungry eat the humble, and the money don't talk, it mumble. Looks like another homicide called Columbo. That Uzi go brrr, that's that motherfucking drum roll. Gun low in the hoodie, bundle in a pussy. I hope you die with your eyes open, still looking. Fuck you looking at? Your wig, I push it back. Could stuff a quarter bird in it if a pussy fat. It is. It's young too.
Okay, what got you into basketball as a kid?
Basketball. Basketball has been very vital, instrumental part of my life. You can see my damn tattoos everywhere. But basketball's kind of just is what I was growing up on.
Star athlete in the making. Taelin Webb is only 5 years old, but his skills on the basketball court far exceed his age. George Takata introduces us to Taelin as our very first Wednesday's Wonder Kid.
And I'm Taelin Webb, Wednesday's Wonder Kid.
I'm sure Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan were pretty good basketball players when they were kids. But were they as good as 5-year-old Taelin Webb? The basketball itself is bigger than this little guy, but that doesn't stop him from putting it in the hoop.
It's a good sport. I like to shoot. My dad teaches me.
Taelin's dad just so happens to be Washington Union High head coach Von Webb, who says his son started loving basketball way before most kids are potty trained.
He took to it. You know, he's sit up late nights watching films, breaking down films, and, you know, coaches' meetings, he's sitting up with us when he was a baby. I just get to see him out there having fun. You know, I like for him to go out there and have a good time. And a lot of kids out there, they just go out there and play and have fun. It's good to see him having a good time. Just, you know, who knows what he's going to do 5 years down the line. He may not even like basketball, but, you know, it's an outlet for him, and it's a good time.
It still means a lot to me, you know, to this day. But my dad, Von Webb, he kind of like, you know, installed the game into me. He never really wanted to, like, he never just beat it in me. He didn't do that. He kind of just gave me the game, and he was like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with it? You know. And then from now on, it was just, I just gravitated toward him. He coached at Washington Union. He's in the Hall of Fame now, you know, in Fresno. But he had, you know, pros like Deshaun Stevenson, Chris Jeffries, you know, a lot of great players coming out, like, when I'm growing up. People that I looked up to. And it was kind of hard not to love the game. You know, you around all these people, it's all hoop. Like, you see all these people coming around, you know, all these fans, and Fresno was big at the time, especially because of Deshaun. You know, shout out Deshaun too. But it was kind of hard not to just love the game. I ran with it. He would be up. He would tell me, of course I don't remember, I was a baby, but he'd be up probably like 3 in the morning watching film, and I'm 4 or 5 years old up there with him, just watching it. And I'm just, mostly I want to be with my pops, but also because I love the game. And, you know, he would set up little hoops around the house, and I would just, you know, do my thing, doing what I do.
Talk a little bit more about your childhood.
My childhood, that's kind of a rough one right there. Not a lot. I don't really open up about my childhood to a lot of people. It's been, I had a, you know, for the most part, and that's why I commend my parents, you know, because they gave me everything I needed as far as, like, you know, life goes. They gave me everything I needed. It was never just, like, materialistic wise. It never was like a real life struggle at that part. But, you know, growing up, you know, living with my mom, because my dad, of course, my dad was a coach, and I was kind of just, I stayed at home with my mom, and that's when things kind of really got tough. You know, it was already kind of tough. You know, just off rip. But when my dad, kind of like when my dad left, you know, I have my issues with my mom, you know. And my mom, I say this to anybody, I say this to everybody, my mom is, you know, like the perfect mom. She has done literally everything for me. You can't tell me nothing about my mom. Like she right here on me. Like, you know, she right here on me. But you know, everybody in life, everybody has their demons. You know, rather if you know it's me, it's somebody else, your parents. You know, we're kind of taught like that to see that our parents are superheroes, but at the same time they have demons too. And my mom had her demons. You know, she was a drug addict. I know everybody has their story back, like how, you know, it's been they had a rough childhood, whatever it is and that, but you know, this is, you know, it's my story, this is what happened. But you know, she was a drug addict, and she struggled with that, you know, sometimes still to this day. But you know, she's so strong, you know. She's been through a lot herself too. She lost her mom at a young age, very young age, you know, age that if I lost my mom right now, I'll be lost type. But I struggle. I kind of have we have a lot of trauma with that, you know, just because there would be a lot of fucked up nights, where it's just like, damn, like what's wrong with my mom? Because at first I didn't understand. I'm young. I'm wondering why mom is tripping. Like, you know, why I'm barely getting to school type. Like, cause she can't function type. You know, but you know, it was really hard to grasp at first, you know, because it got bad. It got bad, and it got to the point where I'm young, but they gotta at least tell me what's going on, because I'm just asking questions like, what's good, like, you know. And then she told me, and this is probably like on 5th grade, 4th grade. She's like, son, I have these problems within myself, and it's more than you know. Like, you're not. She told me straight up, you're not the problem. You'll never be the problem. Because I've always felt like she would choose the drugs over me, or me and my sister. And as you get older, you realize when you're an addict, it's more than that. It's not. It's a disease. You know, it's a real life disease, and it took me. It took a long time for me to grasp that, you know, but that just comes with age. Like, and I know anybody that sees this, you know, has that problem at home can relate. It's tough, man. It's tough, especially when it's at home and it's your, you know, your superwoman, your mom. But she told me straight up. She was just like, I have a problem, son. Like, you know, and you know, it's hard for me to talk about it now, you know, but yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, like I said, she's an amazing woman, and anybody that's met her will understand that, like, that she has done everything for me. Maybe spoiled me a little bit too, but you know, it is what it is. I deserved it. But another thing, that's why when all that was happening, I really committed my sister Taylor. You know, when my mom was going through fighting with her demons, because every human has a demon. I don't care what it is. What do you say? Everybody has a demon. But my sister, she had to really look over for me. Like, she was, at one point in time, she was my mom, you know. And that's no disrespect to my mom, none of that. It's just, you know, that's how life works sometimes, you know. And she really, you could say, like, she raised me, kind of, you know. She raised a little bit of me, like, and she made sure I was straight. No matter what, she made sure I was straight, like, whatever it was, you know. I may have got on her nerves, you know, may have did some shit to bug her, all this, you know, regular brother sister shit. But she really looked out for me when times were. She was so good that she made times greater than what they were, like, cause it'd be fucked up times, and I'm rolling with my sister, but she's making it seem like it's smooth, like, so I'm thinking it's smooth, you know, and until, you know, they tell me what's going on, you know, but like, as far as, you know, my childhood, you know, I had one, but I really didn't, you know, just because, you know, I was dealing with that at home. And, you know, I think every, you know, difficult time that you have in your life, that's what I said in the trailer, like, it's, you know, it makes you the person you are today, how much you grow. My dad was coaching at Riverside, going to all the games, you know, unlimited gym access, you know, and then come 9th grade, high school, I played all 3 levels, you know. I knew I was good enough to play varsity, but it was just my mind wasn't there. But I went through that whole year. It was, you know, it was up and down. You know, and my year got ended short because I had a concussion. Barely could walk for a couple weeks. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. But then, you know, my dad had met my brother now, my stepbrother. And so during that time, like, I'm thinking, like, first I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave North, you know, because I had all my people there for 3 years, and I had just moved from Fresno, so I left my friends there, and I made whole new friends here, and then I'm leaving them again. So, you know, that was tough, but, you know, going in different spots, I learned how to communicate with people. So I went to, that's when I met, you know, Charlie, my trainer, my basketball trainer, and he was really, you know, pressing for me to come because he was, you know, he trained Derek Williams, who went there a few years back, and he was, you know, he was like, you know, you could be the face of the program type, and it sounded good, but, you know, I was still just young. I didn't know what that means. I thought I was good, so I just let me do it. And then I ended up choosing La Mirada because I ended up, you know, developing a good relationship with Charlie, and I went there for 2 years. And after, like, at this time, I'm really like, all right, like, I need to, if I really want to go somewhere, like, I gotta start working. Like, I gotta start doing it, because, you know, everyone seen it in me, but it was just, I had to, like, you know, switch. But once it clicked, like, okay, I gotta grind. That's more my work ethic. It went from here to here. To get into that point where I'm going into my junior year, I'm balling. Like, the first 7 games, first 8 games, I was in like 24, 25, and then probably either the 8th or 9th game, that's when everything kind of changed. Like, my life, after, I didn't realize how much it changed when it happened, but it changed. That's when I broke my ankle, and that's when. And that was hard just because everybody stopped calling. Everybody. It was like, I seen an article, Taelin Webb's nowhere to be found. Like, he's off after injury. May not, you know, probably not a high recruit. Because before all this, I was ranked pretty high, you know, before my injury. And then that happened, and it was just, everybody stopped calling. And then that's when at first I wasn't tripping, and then my dad was just like, you understand, like, you don't have no offers on the table. Like, you have no offers. And he really instilled in me, like, man, like, something's gotta give. And then after my junior year, I had to sit that year. And then it was God actually. When I was going, I was supposed to. There was a report that that I was supposed to come back and play for AAU my junior year. I played with Team Superstar. Shout out them. But it was rumored I was gonna come back and play for at least for that July, because you go to Vegas, play. Out of nowhere, Northridge offered me, like boom, like that. He's like, yo, they want to offer you, because they see I have my junior year highlight tape. I had that, but they offered me, and it was just like, okay, at least I got something on the table. And then it's me. I knew I wasn't gonna play, but me working back towards injury. Someone told me, like, cause there's two different time periods where you commit, and I was like, I wasn't too sure about my ankle. I wasn't really confident, and like as me getting back, it still felt weak. Like there was one point in time where I didn't feel like I was gonna be 100%.
Top down, baby. Motivation for me. Fuck y'all. Is them telling me what I could not be. Oh well. Hey.
I was questioning like if I should try this again for this football for the last time, and I'm like, I was really questioning, and I was talking to them about it, and they were like, no, if you love it, go do it, because the 9 to 5 is just not it.
At the end of the day, bro, like, you'll have that no regret. Like, at least I went out and, like, you feel me?
Right.
Went to go try out my dream.
To be a reefer head. I'm not sure if that's how adults should speak to kids, especially when the only thing I did was speak in class.